6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has directed to remove hurdles faced by citizens in the verification of their computerized national identity cards at flour distribution centres. Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates have agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation in diverse sectors. The Finance Minister says $2 billion loan of Chinese commercial bank to Pakistan stands rolled over for another year. The National Assembly was informed today that the government is making all-out efforts to increase food crops produce. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the international community to play an effective role in settling the Kashmir dispute in accordance with the United Nations resolutions. Turkey has approved the application of Finland for NATO membership. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has directed the authorities at the flour distribution centres to remove the hurdles faced by citizens in the verification of their computerized national identity cards. The Prime Minister stated this during his visit to a flour distribution centre in Islamabad, where the federal government is providing free-of-cost flour bags to the needy persons. The Prime Minister asked the relevant authorities to chalk out a facilitatory mechanism for the person who can only present the photocopy of computerized national identity cards in case the original card has gone missing. The Prime Minister in this regard also sought a report suggesting an alternative way. Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates have agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation in diverse sectors. The understanding was reached during a meeting of the United Arab Emirates delegation with Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif in Islamabad today. The delegation was led by the chairman of Hayat Biotech and a member of the ruling family of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Ahmed Dalmouk Al Maktoum. Welcoming the delegation, the Prime Minister underlined that Pakistan attaches great importance to further expanding brotherly ties with the United Arab Emirates in diverse fields, including trade and investment. The Prime Minister welcomed the keen interest of Hayat Biotech to invest in Pakistan's pharmaceutical sector, especially in vaccine manufacturing. He also invited the visiting delegation to invest in the renewable energy sector and assured that foreign investors will be provided all possible facilitation. Sheikh Ahmed Dalmouk Al Maktoum said they are aware of the huge investment potential of Pakistan, and the United Arab Emirates is looking forward to further expanding its footprint in the energy and health sectors. He expressed keen desire to further expand UAE's investment portfolio in Pakistan. The dignitary also briefed the Prime Minister about their ongoing 1200 megawatt power plant project undertaken in collaboration with the government of Sindh, which would be a hybrid power plant of solar and wind energy. The Finance Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar has confirmed that Chinese commercial bank loan the Chinese commercial bank has rolled over its $2 billion loan to Pakistan for 1 year. Speaking in the Senate today on a point raised by Pakistan People's Party leader Mia Raza Rabbani, he rejected as speculative a report appeared in a foreign media that Pakistan is still awaiting rollover of the Chinese loan. The finance minister said the rollover was made on the 23rd of March and the documentation vis-a-vis the rollover also stands completed and it is no longer in the pipeline. The Minister for Climate Change, Sherry Rahman, informed the Upper House that the incumbent government has devised a plan to harness renewable energy and generate 10,000 megawatts solar energy, besides switching all public buildings to environmental-friendly solar energy. Later, the House was adjourned to meet again on Monday at 11 a.m. The National Assembly was informed today that the government is endeavouring to compensate farmers through introduction of innovative technologies, seeds and other measures to boost up production of food crops. Responding to a question during question hour, the Parliamentary Secretary for National Food Security and Research, Ahmed Raza Manika, said the country has been facing a shortfall between production and consumption of wheat since the last 3 years, and its availability is being ensured through imports. He said around $2 billion have been spent on the import of 2.6 million metric tons of wheat to cater to the national requirement. The House will now meet on Monday at 2 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The government has extended the Hajj sponsorship scheme till Friday next, whereas the date for receiving applications under the regular Hajj scheme ended today. According to the Ministry of Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony, the decision to extend the date for Hajj sponsorship scheme has been taken due to difficulties confronted by the overseas Pakistanis in transferring funds for the purpose. It is pertinent to mention here that all applicants under the sponsorship Hajj scheme will be declared successful without balloting. The ministry advised the Hajj applicants to remain in touch with the designated banks for further information and processes. A security forces personnel Sepoy Irshad Ullah has embraced martyrdom during exchange of fire between the terrorists and the security forces in Mir Ali area of North Waziristan district. According to ISPR, sanitization of the area is being carried out to eliminate any terrorists found in the area. The security forces have killed one terrorist and injured two others in Nushman, south of Sibbi. According to ISPR, a cache of arms and ammunition was also recovered from them. The Khunjra Pass trade corridor between Pakistan and China will be opened tomorrow for two-side trade. The Khunjra Pass was closed after COVID-19 outbreak almost 3 years ago in 2020. The pass connects Gilgit-Baltistan with China's Xinjiang region. Pakistan has called for enhanced global partnerships focused on capacity building, technology transfer and finance to move towards zero waste. The call was made by Pakistan's Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations, Amir Khan, while speaking at the General Assembly on the role of zero waste as a transformative solution in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Incarcerated All Parties Hurriyat Conference Chairman Masarrat Alam Bhatt has said India has been subjecting the Kashmiris to the worst state terrorism for over 7 decades for demanding their inalienable right to self-determination. In his message from New Delhi's infamous Tihar jail, Masarrat Alam Bhatt said the Indian troops have martyred over 96,000 Kashmiris and tortured hundreds of thousands of others since 1989 alone, but failed to intimidate them into submission. He said it is due to the unprecedented sacrifices of these martyrs that the Kashmir dispute has become the center of attention at the global level. Finland will become the 31st member of NATO after Turkey's parliament voted to approve its application. Finland will now be formally admitted into the alliance at its next meeting or summit taking place in July in Lithuania. In a statement following the Turkish vote, the Finnish government said joining the alliance would strengthen the country's security and improve stability and security in the region. Sweden, which applied to join NATO at the same time last May, is still being blocked by Ankara over certain complaints. Any NATO expansion needs the support of all its members. And finally, the weather report. Rain, wind, thunderstorms, snow over high mountains is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, Islamabad and northeastern Balochistan during the next 12 hours. Isolated hailstorm is also expected during the forecast period. Isolated heavy falls are also likely in northeastern Punjab, upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Kashmir. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.